company is not a small mom and pop operation, but we're not one of the big multinationals either. Our headquarters has always been in Baltimore. It's where our largest operation center is, in Baltimore. But we also have an air freight operation at BWI. We have an air freight operation at Dulles Airport in Washington. We also have an office in Norfolk, Virginia. We have an office in Louisville, Kentucky, which developed from some special requirements in certain niche business that we handle for the beverage industry. We have an office up in Port Elizabeth, New Jersey. We also have an office in Philadelphia, which is more for our vessel agency division. But then we compete with these multinationals by our large network of agents all around the world. So we feel we can do anything they can do in any place in the country where we're having trade relations with. And those are close relationships, and they're always under review. We have the flexibility, if we're not happy with an agent service in Thailand or Turkey, we can change that agent, because there are other agents that we do review them from time to time and decide there's an agent that might be a better fit or give a better service for a certain type of business we have in that trade lane. That's where we say we can do things the multinationals can't in some respects, because they're kind of stuck with their office in those places. That's their corporate policy, of course, to use their own office. So that's in the marketplace. We're kind of an in-betweener, but closer to a smaller business. But we are able to compete, and we offer service on a global basis. And that's what our agent network is for. That's what our investment in our IT infrastructure is for, to allow us to do those things. And our people are very well trained. We spend a fair amount of time doing that, and we have a fair amount of longevity in our staff. Again, the personal service aspect comes in when our staff person can get to know our customers, get to know what the idiosyncrasies of their business are and what their special requirements are. And so they understand and learn more about the business. And it's one of the nice things about our industry. We touch a lot of different industries. As I said before, people say, what kind of products do you import or export? Well, with our customers, we're importing and export almost anything you can think of. We talk about our air freight shipments of a small box on wet ice of human eye tissue that we need to get to a hospital in Saudi Arabia as soon as possible for eye transplant, up to and including a shipload of 70,000 tons of coal that might be being exported to a steel mill or to a utility, and everything in between. So we are very much a generalist. We handle a lot of different kinds of products, but we also have some niches we developed over the years. Alcoholic beverages is one of those. We have some special requirements, some special regulations in the customs regs that we are pretty good experts at and can take advantage of for our customers. Other niches we've gotten involved in are in the defense and aerospace industry, where, as I mentioned before, require some special export licenses and import licenses to move those kind of materials around. You got to know the regulations on where you can and cannot send those kind of products to help our customers be compliant. We also do some work in the fine arts and antiques area still, a very specialized area. The agricultural area, we do some exporting of some agricultural products that require some special handling. We also do some imports of some food products, frozen seafood that comes from around the world. One of our niches is in the relief agency, disaster relief and disaster recovery. For example, we do some work for some government agencies that have to provide relief goods, places like Africa that are sometimes hard to get product to. We've also had some customers, like a government contractor, who has some very specially designed and equipped deep sea gear that does work for the Navy, but also other private commercial situations. And if you remember when the Malaysian aircraft went down and were missing somewhere over there in the Pacific Ocean, they weren't sure where, Pacific or Indian Ocean, one of our customers called us, who has some special gear for deep sea salvage and location, called us on a Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. We need to move a bunch of this gear to Australia, where we're going to be helping with this rescue effort and salvage and trying to locate this airplane. So we went to work at 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, and by Sunday evening we had a 747 on the ground at JFK and 4 trucks from different locations with all this heavy gear, and the plane took off and was in Perth, Australia, for that gear to be loaded on vessels that were going on the search and rescue mission. So that kind of specialized service is one of our hallmarks.